Hi, I'm Rob, and this is Gems of War. It's Guild Wars' last day, Purple Day. I'm in Mana Bombers, and we're near the top of bracket 2, so doing really, really well. All the team, especially in the top half, getting some really solid points this time around, so that's really, really good. So let's see what we have. We have Dobelich 1412, Taipan, Yaguai, Doomed Maul, Queen Titania. Yao Guai is really, really dangerous. Might as well be a mythic troop, really. He's legendary, but he's basically a mythic. He's super powerful. Taipan transforms all brown to red and poisons a random enemy. Starts with full mana, so that is dangerous. Can charge up Yao Guai straight away. And Doomed Maul deals heavy splash damage to an enemy and stuns all red enemies and cleanses all red allies. As obviously they've planned that for their team more than ours, but still dangerous. And Queen Titania verifies a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches, does damage to all enemies and has a chance of an extra turn at the same time. So I'm not going to go with this team for this, although it can work because the Arachnian Weaver does true damage to the last 2 enemies, but that's no good because we want to get Yao Guai really. So that is no good. I think I might go with this team. Leprechaun starts with full mana. Drowned Sailor starts with full mana, converts yellow to blue. Don't use yellow, so that is good. Zul'Goth just says I'll kill someone and just does that. And Reflection of Good grants all status effects to an ally and explodes a bunch of gems with their mana colour dependent on your magic level. So I think we will do this. In Archer class, I want to entangle the first opponent. I do like doing that. Starts battles with 50% mana as well. 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal. And the champion talents are Hunter's Mark, Knife Throwing, which isn't relevant, Root Trap, which is, Backup is good. And some of these aren't entirely relevant, like Wall of Vines isn't fantastic. Dodge is good though, and Thieves Guild is, again, kind of irrelevant. But some classes, there's just a few of the talents which are good, and others where they're not. So let's jump in. The banner I was on for this is +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. So let's take a look for our Zool conversion absolutely straight away. Well, we're not frozen, so we'll bear that one in mind. And this one up here, we'll take that anyway. We'll take that anyway. We'll give him a bash with that anyway. So that's a decent start, can't really complain about that. Now let's take a look. Yellow to blue. So we've got a 3-match. A 3-match. Nothing doing a 4-match, which is preferred. They don't use blue, so that's, oh, they do for Taipan, but let's check this. Brown to red. Okay, they got some little match there. It's given them a 4-match, which is what we really, really don't want. I can take this red myself. That brings browns down to there. That should make it a safe conversion if they then decide to cast their Taipan. So I will do that. Okay, and that is setting me up nicely so I can use these for my benefit instead now. Zool is up. I'm going to get rid of Yao Guai straight away because he's a complete pain. He's a nightmare, in fact. Right. Got Hunter's Mark, so they're going to take double skull damage from that. And they're now gone. Now it's just Queen Titania to take care of, and she's Hunter's Marked as well, so she's going to take extra skull damage. And that is nearly it. Right, let's cast on someone that's not got all their mana. Oh, Well, let's see if there's a way of us getting some 4 matches here quick. It's good if you can finish with all the troops, or as many troops as you can, with full mana. But we're not going to do that. Yes, I can. This is going to... Oh, no. It's not going to charge Zord, but hey, I'll just do that and settle for a fairly quick win. That was 3,273 Guild Wars points. Battle 2 is against Baltzengirl. Anyway. Frostfeather, Lamashtu, Life and Death, Arachnian Weaver. Frostfeather deals damage to all enemies, and if there's an Ice Storm, curse all enemies. Lamashtu converts a yellow to purple. That's actually quite handy with this team of Drowned Sailor, because I convert yellow to blue, so I'm taking all the yellow away straight away. And then the good old lineup of Life and Death and Arachnian Weaver in the last 2 positions. In theory, this team here should be good against this, because my Life and Death and my Arachnian Weavers obviously attack the last 2 opponents. That may be a way to go with this, but it's quite a slow start. We get a 50% start on our Life and Death, but nothing on the Weavers apart from what I get from the Medal of Anu. And Leprechaun obviously gives us a fairly fast start. But I like the idea of this one still. So I'm going to jump in with that. Even though I'm half thinking the first team was or the second team, the one with the Life and Death and Arachnian Weaver, was a very good natural counter to that team. So let's check on their Lamashtu, yellow to purple. Does absolutely nothing, apart from that little bit of incidental damage. So I would try and get... Okay, that's not too bad. I'm half regretting right now not going for my Life and Death double Arachnian Weaver team. Because it made so much sense to attack those last 2 enemies like that. I was just a bit wary, it might have been a little bit slow. So, what can we do next? There's no yellow there. Like, 1 yellow. It's like, wow. Leprechaun's not a bad shout. Let's do it. Okay, we've got an extra turn. That's good. There's a lot more yellow now though, and we've got yellow to blue, which is nice. Zool is up. Now we can't target their main troops at the bottom yet. And there's not many skulls there, but they are entangled, so... Oh, non-stealthy. I was really expecting that to be stealthy. So how about that? Didn't even check. That was a bit of a rookie error. Always check if the hero's stealthy or not, normally. Right, now there's a lot of blue there, a lot of purple there. Not a lot of red or yellow to explode. Well, I'll cast it myself, I think, then. Yellow to blue. Blue and green that way, even though I don't care about green at this exact moment. But I think I'll cast this onto Zool. Zool is ready to do his Zool stuff. Yes, let's get rid of them. Now I've got to get rid of Arachnian Weaver before he does his stuff. It's a skull hit, but yeah, let's do that. And let's cast this on ourselves, explode all those purple. He's getting there. This is going to be extra damage. She's nearly gone. He's going to cast, but hey ho, we can protect ourselves. We'll throw this onto our drowned sailor. And we got an extra turn bonus. And a couple of our troops were charged as well, so that was a nice win. So yeah, it turns out it was the right team. And that was worth 1,394 points. Battle 3 is against Stardevil 1970. Mountain Crusher. Really handy weapon. If you're a newer player, just grab this while doing the Titan class early game and you'll get this pretty quickly. Really, really good weapon. Lord of Slaughter. Creates 6 brown gems and converts all brown gems to Doom Skulls. Then inflicts 1 to 2 bleeds and 1 to 2 death marks on random enemies. So that is dangerous. Normally worse when it's in first place because of that 100% chance to ignore armor with skull damage. And Gimlet transforms all green to brown, which is going to charge up their Mountain Crusher. And Leprechaun has a fast start as well, exploding all the green gems. But I'm just going to go with this same team still. I like the way it's working all around. And I like that amount of blue and yellow. Wow, that is an excellent start. Cannot argue with that. Now, who do we bash out straight away? Usually, shame I don't use a second blue character in this troop, but another couple of handy skull drops there. Really nice. That is really, really handy. Wow. Cannot complain about this start. Sometimes you complain when things don't go your way, but you have to take the rough with the smooth and appreciate that when things go your way, it's going to balance itself out eventually. Let's take that. Let's explode all those purple. And we're down to the little old leprechaun already. Hey, come here. Let's see if we can get a couple of troops charged up. Just need a single skull hit. Let's do this. And there it is. Obviously straightforward again. But that was a blinding start. Wow, you don't often get a start like that. That was incredible, to be honest. 1,514 points there. Fight 4 against Gravesand. Lamash 2 Life and Death Arachnin Weaver Lust in Orb Weaver class. So this is going to be stealthy this time. Nearly 100%. Root Trap. So we're going to be entangled at the start. Stealthy. Yeah. Right, I'm not too worried about the Root Trap because I have Reflection of Good. So we can cleanse ourselves on that when we get that charged up. So yeah, I'm going to go with the same team again. The yellow to purple is countered by my drowned sailor. Yellow to blue. Still removing the yellow, whichever way you look at it. Let's hope it goes well. We've got another fantastic fart. Fantastic fart. Wow, that's when you have too many curries, too much starchy stuff, and Coca-Cola and fizzy drinks, I suppose. So we'll cast our converter there. Grab this blue Fazul. Now, who do we get rid of straight away? Lust? Not really, because I don't really want to take the early damage from her charm. But then again, the first troop is entangled. So protected from any skulls that misses with Zool, which is likely because there's not a ton of skulls there. So yeah, let's do it that way. Lots of purple there now, so I'll cast this on myself. Get cleansed. I love Reflect. Part of the status effect of this is Reflect, and it just fires back 50% of damage. It's like, I love it. I don't know. There's something satisfying about Reflect, especially when they end up killing themselves by it, when they try and hit you and they they die themselves. Very enjoyable. Yeah, quite a few purple there. Let's cast this, but we'll put it on Zol this time. Nearly got our weapon up again. Do the weapon, or do I hit the skull? Yeah, Arachnian Weaver is getting a little bit close. There's not tons of green around for Leprechaun to cast. But no, let's see if we can get some Lucky Skull hits after we kill their spider, and we do. Right, they've got Hunter's Mark now, so they're going to take extra skull damage from this. Just checking around for any possible multiple skull drops. I don't think there is. Ooh. If he doesn't recover in 2 rounds, the hero is going to burn to death. I'll cast this on Zul again. Zul is already nearly ready to go. Now Leprechaun is in a really cool place. We can cast this. That's got Zul up again. Got the spider again. Now the hero has finally gone, even though their Weaver is almost ready to cast. This is not a bad shout. Although I think I would rather explode the purple. Cast Leprechaun. Now my weapon is ready on the next round. First trooper is Hunter's Marked, so they're going to take double damage from that. And I was enraged at the same time, which just made things worse. Now let's cast this on... They're not going to kill me. 71 true damage is a lot, but it's not going to kill me in any way, shape or form, so I'll chuck that on Zul. And the Arachnian Weaver can no longer be stealthy because he's the last opponent, and it's see you later, mate. So yeah, pretty happy the way this team is performing so far. And it was 1,638 points. Now the final fight against the Paragon is Queen Fisley. Leonis Tower Thrall, Enraged Kurundara, Trick and Treat. Now although this team may not seem like a natural way to fight it, because Zul'Goth can't kill Leonis Tower or Enraged Kurundara because they are the only troops in the game which are invulnerable. They cannot be hit by lethal damage. But I've fought this almost exact team many times in PvP, and you know, bizarrely, this team still does do really, really well against it, and does win probably 9 times out of 10, if not more. So I'm going to go for the same thing. Elementalists, there's no way their Trick and Treat can be stealthy. And Trick and Treat is a really good weapon in last place. It can be an absolute pain if it's in last place, because it enchants itself when it casts, so it is immediately going to get all that mana for itself, and it can cast again and get barriered and just be a real pain to kill. So I'm going to go in with this team again. No mega fortunate start on our yellow to blue this time around, but yeah, luck had to run out at some point, because that was a really, really good start I had before. But a good smattering of green everywhere, so I'm going to cast Leprechaun, and we've got a nice 4 match there on the blue. Still certainly no harm in casting Zul and getting rid of something like Thrall or Trick or Treat. I want to get rid of Trick or Treat absolutely first. So I'm going to do that now. Like I say, this the damage does really build up because you get all those extra effects on the weapon from this. So even though Leonis Tower has a really good 50% skull reduction, you still do quite a bit of damage overall. We'll just check around for our yellow to blue, and it is a no-go. Just about to trade skulls with this, I guess. Now we'll get rid of it. And now the only thing we've got to worry about is their enraged Kurandara, which is not actually too bad, because the damage to all enemies is obviously significant, but it's not major. And then to convert yellow to Doom Skulls, you can see if that's going to work or not, so you can actually make sure you're not going to get hit. Like the yellow to Doom Skulls right now is not a worry in the slightest, but obviously it's not ready to cast yet. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Don't see any 4 matches on this green alignment here, so we'll just get some mana for our weapon. Now who do we cast this on? Let's cast this on Zor. Yellow to blue. It's not a thing there. Still no yellow to blue on the 4 matches, but now we got it here. I'm not going to take this because I don't use brown, it's just wasting a turn in Guild Wars terms. Good thing about getting Zul up on this kind of thing is, yeah, we can't attack enraged Kurandara with Zul, but we will create all the skulls afterwards, which is going to hurt him. See, the only reason I'll take these now is because I want to hopefully get some more skulls on the board. There's not enough skulls going on. Give me some more skulls. Don't then. Right, it's okay, they were still in a fairly good position. I think I'll take that first. Right, he's ready to go. Now he has got a... How things change so quickly. And he has got a really nice line-up now. Obviously I can take this, which is going to spoil it, which is what I'm going to do. And hope that I don't get a really good alignment afterwards. And he chose not to cast. Which in the end it turned out was wise. Can cast us all now. It's not going to kill him, but you are going to create the skulls. But you are hoping stuff's going to work. It's definitely not anything guaranteed and it can go wrong. So I will take a normal gem match, I think. I don't want to risk casting Leprechaun and then them getting a nice lineup on yellow and skulls, because right now if he casts it, all it's going to do is set me up. So I'll make sure I take a gem match where it doesn't actually leave anything possible to set them up. If I take this brown, that's going to bring this yellow to here, and that yellow will be over there, so it'll actually leave a skull hit for me. Unless I get really unlucky with the stuff that comes from above. Meh. Still not converted. Still not cast. He's been annoying. Let's get a skull hit at... oh, that's going to be a skull hit. It's going to drop there. Skull's down by 1 more. Let's do that instead. There you go. Let's do that one. And there it is. So yeah, I like that team. That was a really handy purple team. So another win. That was another 5-0 day. 1,739 points, which gives me a total of 9,558, which is not too shabby. And there it is, Guild Wars Purple Day, all done. If you enjoyed the video, remember to share it and tell your sheep, tell your goats, whichever other animals you might have in your house, tell it to your guild. Hit the like, subscribe button and all that other jazz. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.